Hey there, friends. Welcome to your weekly energy update. I'm just getting out of a silent meditation retreat. So, for those of you that may have tried to reach out in the last week, I've been completely out of office and I'll be back in on Monday. So, you can expect to hear from me then. This is a pretty powerful week that I'm looking at here and that you'll be stepping into. It feels like a phase shift, a willingness to listen to a deeper calling within yourself and begin to align your life more precisely with it. So this might be something that you've already known there's a calling for. There's something that you've been feeling and sensing. And it could be something very clear, like, oh, I know that I need to change this part of my life. And for others of you, it might be that there is a new clarity around what it even means to feel called, or what it even means to feel aligned with higher aspects of yourself. But one way or another, that's what seems to be really coming alive in the week ahead. So let's take a look at our first card. Our first card is the Two of Wands, and you can see the individual is standing here at the edge of the castle, looking out over the horizon with a globe in his hand, which means this is a time where you can start to look at what are the choices I'm making and where are they going to take me in the long term. In other words, where is it that I truly want to be ending up, or what's the journey that I really want this life to be about? And am I heading in that direction now? So again, the world is in your hands. You have the opportunity to start to orient yourself towards what it is that you're wanting. This can sort of symbolize a phase of planning, of decision making, um, of getting clear about the directions that you want to head. And it's letting you know that you have more choices and more opportunities than maybe you thought, or maybe you are letting yourself know about. Saying that there's quite a bit of um, autonomy and freedom here. Now, we've got another representation of choice for your second card. And this is the Lover's card, as I'm sure you know. And when it comes to the elements of choice, this is a card where we are hearing what it is that our soul wants, what it is that our higher, truer, deeper self wants. And we're making a choice whether we're going to follow that call or if we're going to step back and do things the way that we're supposed to do them. We're going to sort of follow the standard model that is handed out to us when we're, after we've grown up in our culture to a certain degree, we kind of go, oh, this is the way that we're supposed to do things. Or are we going to start listening to this living um, pathway that wants to kind of grow out of you? In some places, this could be, or for some of you, this could be specific to love. It could be specific to matters of the heart, whether that's relationships that you're currently in and you're coming to clarity around whether this is something to deepen into or to move on from. Or for those of you that are not in relationships, this can be a sign that there could be some either new connections that show up or a clarity around what it is that you're wanting, such that you kind of plant the seeds for that manifestation. Once you get clear, and not clear here, right? We can be like, oh, I want this, or I want this, or I want this aspect in this person, but clear in the sense that we go, oh, this is what I truly want. You know, you feel it on all different layers. You both have the thought, but you can also feel it. And that's not imposing your mind's idea of what you want on your emotions, but what's called resonance. Boom, this is what I want. And when that becomes clarified in you, this is what I want, and you can feel it all the way through, that's like planting a seed that begins the process of manifestation. So that could be a clarification that starts to happen this week. One way or another, there is something fresh, something new, something alive that is wanting to emerge in your life because your final card for the week ahead is the Eight of Cups. And this is when what we know or what we've been with or how we've been living has grown to a certain level of stagnancy. It's gotten stale. It's no longer giving us nourishment. And so it's time for us to go in search of what's more meaningful. And that doesn't negate that where you were at or where you are at. It doesn't say that that wasn't meaningful at one time. It just means that maybe you've grown to the next layer or the next level, and it's time to go search for the next phase that will give you deeper nourishment, deeper meaning, deeper sense of joy in your life. And this life is pretty precise with these types of things. It's like if there's discontent in your life, in other words, if you're feeling like stuck or you're feeling stale or you're feeling really locked in, that's literally your body and your nervous system in your life saying, hey, something is askew. And that doesn't mean that we need to immediately change our environment or change our job or change whatever it is that's sort of outside of ourselves, but it's asking us to deepen into seeing what is it that is stuck? What is it that's not filled with life? And therefore, there's no creative energy. Therefore, there's no movement. So I would say that this is going to be a pretty powerful week in terms of new levels of resonance and sort of the gong bell of your soul's music coming in, ding, 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 and you choosing or you coming to terms with a decision about how it is that you're going to move forward with that new clarity or that new call that's showing up for you. It should be a really beautiful week for you. This kind of thing often brings up anytime we're feeling called towards something, there tends to be a reciprocal energy that's saying, no, 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 this is too scary, or oh, I can't do that, or no, I'm not the type of person that is allowed to have that kind of experience. And that is precisely what we're in the process of growing through. So, on top of this being perhaps a very exciting week, a very intriguing week, it could also be a week where some places in you that are afraid to take the next step come to the surface. And my invitation would be to embrace them, lovingly embrace the parts of you that are unsure of how to do the next step. All right. It's good to see you. Good to tune in with you. Take good care.